Hello and welcome back to the channel, The Design Den. So today we are designing our bedroom. We are taking it from dingy, because again we live in a dingy apartment, and we are turning it into a retreat that you will absolutely love. So stick with me all the way to the end because I got a surprise for you. So let's get started. So we're starting with the master bedroom, guys, and this bedroom was a mess. We are going to transform this heap of mess into a retreat. So stick with me all the way to the end because I got surprises for you to show you how we transform this space. Okay, guys, so first things first, we needed to remove everything out of this bedroom. Again, the bedroom is kind of small, and yes, I do have a king size bed. I downsized from a home to a small apartment, and designers will come on here and tell you that this bed is ugly, it's old, it was cherry wood, and I stained it espresso black brown. I'm not getting rid of my furniture. No, I am not. I refuse to replace my furniture, my good sturdy furniture that I paid a lot of money for some wicker board and some old flimsy slacks. I'm not doing that. I don't care what designers come on here and tell you that you need to get rid of your old furniture because it's out. Do what's going to work for you. If you're not in a financial position to purchase a new bed, then use what you already have. Just paint it, sand it, and paint it just like I did. No need to get discouraged. No need to feel like you gotta follow everything that you see everybody else doing. Use what you already have and make it work, especially, and I can't express this enough, especially if your bedding is heavy, it's sturdy. My bed is solid wood, y'all. I was not throwing my bed in the trash because some interior designer tells me that cherry wood is out. So what? I don't have to follow and do what everybody else do. I do my own thing. I go by my own set of rules. So again, yes, I kept my bed. My bed is huge. It is beautiful. It is comfortable. Yes, that's what we're going for. It is comfortable. So here I'm just removing items. I removed the curtains. I am now removing, just simple things from the room so we can get started. Here you see I am still decluttering the space. This black cabinet that you see me moving right here, it came from Temu, y'all. It is Temu for the win. Again, when I do the final reveal, you'll really get to see up close and personal what this cabinet looks like. But I got two, not one, but two of these cabinets from Temu for $69. They were easy to assemble, didn't take a whole lot, just a few screws and an Allen key. But for the most part, they were easy to put together, no brainer. So now we just going to move them out the space because we got some other stuff that we need to do to this space before we even consider decorating anything. Okay, so we just going to go right on ahead and address the elephant in the room. And when I say elephant, I'm talking about this huge behind mattress that was heavy as heck to lift. But I made it through, y'all. I found a way to get this mattress up off of the slacks and the frame. It was hard, but I got through it, y'all. So again, When decorating your space, you want to start at the very beginning. You always start at the beginning. And the beginning starts with cleaning your space. I mean, clean everything. If you got to move the mattress and the box spring and move some stuff around so that you can get in the cracks and the crevices of things, you need to move these items so that you can thoroughly clean your space. Yes, I had to move this big behind bed, and don't think for a minute that I did it by myself. I had my son on the other side pulling while I was pushing, y'all. When I say this bed is heavy, it is heavy as heck, y'all. And I was not trying to hurt myself by moving this big old giant bed. If you watch me in a previous video, you know that I don't play about this Drydex. This is the same tube of Drydex that I used in my last two videos. And here I am just touching up the walls again because the bed, you know, is heavy, it's big, bumped up against the walls a little bit from me moving it around from time to time, and scraped up the walls. So what I'm doing is actually patching the walls. I'm going to sand them smooth. This bedroom is going to get a complete makeover. So just stick with me, guys. Okay, so now that we got all of the spackling and Drydex up, the walls have been sanded. Now what I'm doing is a technique that painters call cutting the ceiling, meaning that I am painting the top portion of the wall, and then I'm gonna do the bottom and then just paint in the center, and everything will flow effortlessly and seamlessly. So I'm doing what they're called cutting with the paint. So just stick with me. Now, let's really get down to the soup and the nuts of this whole project. You see a lot of decorators come on and you see them doing the finish. You see them putting the pretty sheets on the bed. You see them putting the fluffy pillows. But I ain't not one time seen them wipe down the bed, get all the dust mites, the dust bunnies, if you got pet, the dander, the hair, the dirt. You got to get in there and you got to really thoroughly clean your space. If you want your room to look and feel its best, you can't just go in there and throw new stuff up in there and expect it to look and feel like a haven and like a sanctuary. You need to thoroughly clean the space. As you see, I got the vacuum there. I am vacuuming everything. I'm talking about the rug, because I can't move the bed. The bed is too heavy. So I'm just going in between and trying my best to get as much as I possibly can up off of the carpet. I am cleaning the bed, trying to get as much dust and dirt, or if you have vents and you have a heating system, over time all that stuff builds up. This is where you sleep at night, so you need to make sure that this area is thoroughly clean. I mean, not just clean, thoroughly cleaned, y'all. Okay, so now that we got that bed thoroughly cleaned, dusted, I vacuumed up underneath, because again, I have fur babies and, dust and dander gets everywhere. Not to mention pollen, dirt from your vents, all that stuff has to be wiped down and cleaned, people. So now I'm just moving the mattress, placing the mattress back, and now we're really getting ready to get down to the decor part of this segment and take this room from dingy to fabulous. If you are watching this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. So here I am, just finishing up the last little bit of vacuuming. Again, we already vacuumed underneath the bed the best that we could to our ability, wiped down the bed, the headboard, the footboard, the rails, vacuumed everything. And again, if you have animals, it's so important that you vacuum. You have to vacuum. You have to keep your space as neat and clean as possible. This is a space that you spend 8 to 10 hours a night resting. So you want to ensure that this place is clean. So here I am again with my handy dandy dollar store sanding tool that you saw me use in the last video. And I'm just finishing out sanding some of the walls, finishing up the paint on the opposite side of the room. Okay, y'all, so we finally have all of the room painted. I absolutely love the color. Again, the room has been officially painted and it is finished. And now that we have our room painted, we have our room sanded, we have our furniture wiped completely down from start to finish, and we have vacuumed. So now it is time to put the finishing touches on this space. But first, y'all, these windows, I ain't even gonna get into it with y'all about the windows. You have to clean each and every nook and cranny if you want your space to come alive. There is no stone that should be unturned, y'all. Y'all gotta pick and pull things apart. And it's not like you have to do it every day, but you need to incorporate making sure that your space is thoroughly cleansed at least once a week. Come on, y'all. We talking about our health here. We talking about mental health. We talking about emotional health. And we talking about physical health. And again, we sleep in these spaces 8 to 10 hours a day. So they should be in the cleanest capacity that you can get them in. And that's just that. Now, I can't stress and emphasize enough the importance of using what you already have. I had 2 pieces of artwork that were just sitting around, and so I decided that the best thing for me to do would be, since I didn't have money to go buy new art, was to just do something, original with the art that I already have. So I decided to buy a can of spray paint. Again, I'm the queen of spray paint. I spray paint everything, y'all. Buy a can of spray paint, and the edges or the out part of the frame was like this wood texture, and I didn't like the color, so I opted to paint them black because I have some more accessories that are going to go into this room, and I want everything to be cohesive. So here I'm just spray painting the rim and the framing of the artwork that is going to go on the walls of this bedroom. Now, here comes the fun part, y'all. This is the part that we've all been waiting for. This is me measuring the height of the nightstands so that I can determine how high I wanted to place my mirrors on the wall. So, with my little handy dandy carpenter pencil and my measuring tape, I'm just measuring the height of the nightstands so I'll know how much leeway and how much space I have on the walls to place mirrors. So here I am, guys, again, getting these walls ready to place the mirrors. I had mirrors previously in my hallway. Again, I always encourage you to reuse what you already have. So these mirrors came from IKEA. I will make sure that I leave a link in the description box below. But again, I wanted some mirrors in my bedroom, and I was not about to go out and spend money that I didn't really have to spend on mirrors. I just was determined to use what I already have. So again, these mirrors came from IKEA, and I will leave a link in the description box below. I forget what the name of the mirrors are, but the mirrors were excellent quality at affordable price point. I believe that these mirrors may have been $39.99. And again, using what I already have, taking things from one area and moving them around to another area will make your space come completely to life, y'all. Y'all don't have to keep running out buying items. All you have to do is repurpose what you already have. It saves you time, it saves you money, and it completely changes the energy in the space. Use what you already have before you go out. Spend money that you don't necessarily need to spend, buying things that you don't necessarily need. So again, I'm using my leveler to make sure that the mirrors are even on both sides. And again, these mirrors came from IKEA. No, this video is not sponsored, but I will again leave a link in the description box below. Now, y'all don't come for me in the comments talking about my mirrors is up crooked. Listen, I did the best that I could with what I had. So hopefully these mirrors are up even, because again, I did my best. Now I'm reintroducing the nightstands back into the space. These are not really nightstands, y'all. These are cabinets. But I couldn't find nightstands that were the appropriate height for my bed. So I opted to do something a little bit different at an affordable price point, and I shopped until I found something that would be perfect for the space. And it just so happened that these cabinets worked out perfectly for me and my space. Again, it is Temu for the win. When I tell you I got 2 nightstands, not 1, 2 cabinets. I'm just calling them nightstands, but they're cabinets. 2 cabinets for $69. I will make sure that I leave a link in the description box below. Now, if you've been paying attention, you remember those 2 pieces of art that I told you that I spray painted outside? You know, those 2 pieces of art that you saw me spray painting? This little area looked a little bit naked to me, so I decided that this was the space that those 2 pieces of art were going to go. So we're going to just try it out in this space and see how well it works. And y'all, don't come for me in the comments about my curtains. There is a Sconces which houses the heating system right above where my curtains are hung, so I couldn't hang them to the ceiling. So I did the best that I could with what I have. Again, guys, I try my best to measure out everything so that it's straight and it's not all crooked and wonky. And yes, I have my own way of doing things. I don't always use a measuring tape. Sometimes I just eyeball it and hope for the best. So if you anything like me, just keep going. Eventually you'll get it together. Now, y'all know I'm always going to put y'all on game to everything that I'm using. This is a stud finder. Did I really need to use a stud finder? Absolutely, because I am about to attempt to hang battery-operated wall sconces, and they're over my head, and I don't play no games with nothing falling on my head at nighttime. So here we have our battery-operated wall sconces. These wall sconces came from Amazon. They are absolutely beautiful. I will leave a link in the description box below to these beautiful battery operated wall sconces. They came with the cords. They came with the glass bulbs that you need. They came with just about everything, and I was so surprised at the quality. Yo, the quality is just unmatched. Again, Amazon came through, showed up, and showed out. They even come with the battery operated light bulbs that are chargeable. You don't have to worry about hiring an electrician to run electricity. These are easy to assemble. You just screw the piece off, put the glass on, as you see me demonstrating here. Screw that other piece back on that secures the glass in place, and basically that's it. It's nothing to it. Again, it came with these cute little battery operated light bulbs. The light bulbs turn colors, which I thought was super cute. It came with a remote so that you can turn them on and off. Again, these light fixtures were purchased on Amazon. I will leave a link in the description box below. At an affordable price point, they were not that expensive, y'all. So make sure that you go to Amazon. I had changed my mind, so I decided to use drywall anchors so that I can get the lights up a little higher than where the original stud was located. And I know that these will be secure in the wall. And yes, y'all, my daggone drill died. I needed to charge it, so I had to manually screw this sucker in, and I was tired. My arms was hurting. When I tell you they was hurting, I was twisting and twisting and twisting this daggone thing. But I got it in there. If y'all watched my last video, y'all know that I shop at Ross. It was Ross for the win. I can't stress enough. Here is those king size sheets that I told y'all about, because everybody ain't got money for Brooklyn, and I can't stress that enough. And Brooklyn, if you want to give your girl a shout and do a collab, I am more than open. But again, I had to use my resources, and this is what my budget called for. These is king size sheets, 100% cotton from Ross, y'all. They were soft, but they were a little smelly, y'all. So again, we had to, handle that. I don't like to put nothing on my bed out the pack. It had to go in the washing machine, y'all. Wash all y'all linens and y'all garments before y'all put them on y'all bed. A lot of these garments and stuff come from other countries, and they have like a funny smell and a funny odor. So before you make the decision to put that stuff on your bed, wash that stuff first. Of course, everybody ain't got extra money for pillows, right? So I find this little design hack. If you take 2 pillows that you had that you're not really using or doing anything with, you can easily fill a sham with both of the pillows instead of using one and it being all flimsy and not looking like it fit the sham properly. So use 2 pillows instead of one. The next time you purchase a set of sheets and it come with a sham, you will see that it is a world of difference. It looks completely different. And again, everybody don't have the money to run out and buy a pillow for a pillow sham. So again, here you see me tucking and pulling and adjusting the 2 pillows that I got because I bought a brand new set. So these are just old pillows that I washed, and I am recycling and using them to fill my pillow shams. It's a great idea. You don't throw your old pillows away. Just make sure that you thoroughly wash them and put them 2 together and fill the pillow sham with it. It turns out perfectly each and every time. You will be really surprised. And you don't have to worry about running to the store trying to find a pillow that will fit in the sham, because sometimes the shams be a little wonky. They be a little off-putting or a little irregular. I don't know, depending on where you get the sheets from. So here you see me just adjusting that sham with those 2 pillows in there and doing my little abracadabra to make sure that it's filled out evenly on both sides. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. We have done and created our bedroom sanctuary. You know, these dingy apartments, y'all, we got to make it do what it do. But we have finally completed the bedroom sanctuary. And guys, here's what we came up with.